Hey, doing there, folks? This is Russ Colchamiro. Some of you know me from my podcast, Russ's Rock and Roller Coaster. I'm also a science fiction, fantasy, and mystery author. I don't know about you, as you've heard me talk about, I'm sick of all of this doom and gloom. I'm ready for some fun, some silliness. I'm really looking forward to Bill and Ted 3. And if you like things like Bill and Ted or Terry Pratchett, or if you like Groundhog Day and Third Rock from the Sun and sort of silly, zany, cosmic lunacy, well, I have my own sci-fi series for you. This one is called, the first book is Finders Keepers. The second one is Genius de Milo, and the third and final book in the series is Astropalooza. Now, the crux of the series is Finders Keepers starts. It's loosely based on a series of backpacking trips that I took through Europe and New Zealand, set against a quest for a jar that contains the universe's DNA. And our two backpacking knuckleheads, that's, can you see that there? Sorry about the glow there. You got Jason Medley. Oh, Jason Medley, based on me. Look, black t-shirt, see, things haven't changed. And Theo Barnes, based on a buddy of mine from New Zealand. And they're running around Europe, having a great time, but they're caught in the middle of this cosmic lunacy, but they don't know it. Well, at the end of book one, as things happen, they save the day, but they inadvertently make matters worse, which leads into Genius de Milo. And then in Genius de Milo, they start running around the US. It's a couple of years later. There's more cosmic lunacy because of what happened in book one. At the end of book two, they do save the day in the end. No real spoilers here. I won't tell you why. But what they've done is inadvertently, and they don't know this, is that by book three in Astropalooza, they have inadvertently set off these two energy waves from that jar of the universe's DNA. And these energy waves are barreling towards each other like this. And if those two waves collide, whammo, it's going to create the next Big Bang. And if that happens, it's going to eradicate the universe as we know it. All existence, bye-bye, gone. So they got to save the day for real, like for real, or it's game over. And they've got to do it before Astropalooza. And now Astropalooza is a celebration of the universe on a cosmic scale. It's a huge party like Mardi Gras and that kind of thing, but in the cosmos. Well, anyway, whereas the first two books take place predominantly on Earth with some of the cosmic lunacy up there, this third book takes almost entirely up in the world of cosmic lunacy. So our two heroes from Earth are now up there because they have to solve this major problem. Well, anyway, we're about halfway through the book at this point, and Jason is by himself, and in their misadventures, Theo and Jason have met this girl, Lily, and Jason's got a real thing for her. It's a very complicated relationship. They've met, they've lost each other, they've met, they've lost each other. Well, anyway, there are these sort of galactic cruise ships, these blimps, as part of eternity, and Lily's gone on one, and Jason is verklempt again. So that's where it picks up right here, and the name of the chapter is The Lunch Counter. And the countdown to the Big Bang is 1 day, 4 hours, 9 minutes, and 57 seconds. All right. Chocolate milk. That's all Jason could think to order. Perched on a lunch counter bar stool, he stared through the copper-lined windows. Lily's blimp cruised the skies in the opposite direction. The airstrip complex, now a mile below, shrank from view. The waitress placed a copper-plated malt cup before him and a rectangular paper napkin. Her graying brown hair was pulled back in a hairnet. Her name tag said Charlene. Having one of those days, huh, hon? Jason dug through the milkshake with a thick white straw. He caught his reflection in the beveled copper countertop. His head was oblong, distorted. There were half dozen passengers on either side of him. Something like that. I've got kind of a big job to do and no time to get it done. If I fail, and I probably will, I'm going to let a lot of people down in the biggest way there is. I need to do something incredibly dangerous and until recently unfathomable. And I need to do it now, only I have no idea where I am, where I'm going, or how to get back on course. Yeah, said Charlene, who wiped the counter in a manner that suggested she genuinely cared about its appearance rather than just passing the time. This whole Astropalooza business, it's something, huh? I mean, I'll tell you straight. It's not like we don't get our fair share of galaxy unveilings and brouhahas and all that jazz. But how often does everybody, and I'm talking all of us, gather around and celebrate what we do here in the big E? That's eternity, that is. I just sling the food, but still, I help out, right? I do my part. She nudged the malt cup closer to Jason. Not going to lie to you, it's not like creating new planets or anything fancy like that, but listen to old Charlene here. One gulp and you'll feel a whole lot better. Jason recalled a memory just then from years ago when he was about 9 years old. He and his friend Kevin decided they were going to walk to school instead of taking the bus. With knapsacks on their backs and trumpet cases in hand, they marched all the way up Tulia Avenue to Main Street to the Annabelle Diner. They sat at the counter on stools and ordered bacon, eggs, home fries, and rye toast like the grown-ups did, like their dads, and a chocolate shake, because what the hell. Smiling at the memory, Jason tipped the copper malt cup to his mouth and let the shake tumble down his throat. He closed his eyes, savoring it. Utensils clanked on plates. The smell of cheeseburgers, bacon, and fries soaked into it all. See, Charlene said, was I right? Oh, was I right? Jason took another gulp, wiped the chocolate mustache from his upper lip. No question, he said, nodding in approval. I actually do feel better. See there, hun, I'll tell you straight. And you don't have to be the man in charge to be important around here. Design a star, serve a milkshake, all of it matters. Or maybe none of it does. Beats me. But either way, I don't worry much about what other folks are up to. I've seen all kinds come and go, and if I learned anything across the stars, it's this. Once you accept that life keeps humming along, whether you're a part of it or not, it's funny how things fall right into place. A sharp metallic bing bing broke their flow. Sorry, hun, order's up, but you drink that milkshake, you hear? Charlene figures your day's about to get a whole lot better. Powered by chocolate-fueled motivation, Jason spun around on his stool. Before him was the blimp's maze of copper-lined staircases, bustle of galaxy design teams, and trunks of equipment being wheeled about. Yeah, he said, I think you're right, although I have absolutely no idea why. Anyway, that's just a sample from Astropalooza. So like I said, if you're sick of all this doom and gloom and you want some fun and you like Bill and Ted, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Terry Pratchett, Groundhog Day, Third Rock from the Sun, I'll encourage you to check out Finders Keepers, Genius to Milo, and the third book that I just read from, Astropalooza. They're all available on Amazon in ebook and print format from Crazy 8 Press, and I hope you have a great time. So I think this is the last reading I'm going to do for now from this series, but I hope you like it. I hope you have a good time, and that was the whole point of it. The whole point of the series is basically to have as much fun as you can, enjoy life, whatever that means to you, as much as you can, as thoroughly as you can, while you can, because at the end of the day, who knows how much time we really got left. So I hope a lot, but let's just go for it. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I hope everyone's well, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.